Good evening, everyone. Jalani and the rest, and thanks for the space. Thanks for the opportunity to speak to you. I have listened for some time about the conversations going on this space, and I've also listened to the tone of disappointment, disencouragement. But I will tell you this, guys. First of all, change is not easy, especially when you're dealing with a kleptocracy, dictatorship, people who know nothing else other than just to loot and plunder the country. So that change is not going to happen that easy. But it has to be initiated, it has to be sustained, even by way of conversation, by way of resistance. Resistance will always, people always in power will try to crush any resistance. So I think the first thing I want to say to you guys, listen, I want to encourage all of you not to give up, like Six just said. You can't give up, because if you give up that easily, that's what they love. And the fact that, and I want to repeat what Wakili and Ndegwa said earlier. Let me tell you, the fact that they have been glued on the national television, the fact that they mobilized to try and frustrate the Gen Z from invoking Article 37 of the Constitution of Kenya, means that they are actually in a panic and they are scared. That alone, guys, I will tell you, is a win. If the Dedan Kimadis, the Mau freedom fighters, the people who fought for our country, just gave up because the Muzungus had guns at the initial stages, we will not be talking about Kenya today. And I'm not saying that people must necessarily die, but we must demonstrate our resistance to this kind of leadership. The truth for the matter is, William Ruto and his gang of feckless individuals are actually the biggest letdown for the country we call Kenya today. So I'll say to you guys, don't dampen your spirits. They came hard on you guys today on the street. That is a confirmation that what you are going to do is going to change this country. And I will give you my own personal example. When I chose to run in 2017 for presidency of Kenya, the truth for the matter is, I knew I was not going to win. But I asked myself, why would I vote for any of these other individuals? And of course, people discouraged me, but I never got discouraged, because I believed in the cause I was pursuing. So I still want you guys really, to keep on the belief, keep on the commitment to this cause. Of course, the other thing that we really need to take into account is that people who have been masquerading as change makers in the country today are actually the biggest betrayers, especially the so-called opposition, who have since joined government. They have joined government for very selfish reasons. And at every opportunity, in my view, we need to keep reminding Kenyans about them. We need to call them out, because that is exactly what the Constitution gives us. That's the power that the Constitution gives us. What saddens me about our country is that we have somebody in the name of President William Ruto and all those government officials who swore when taking office to say that they will respect, defend, and uphold the Constitution. Now, these are the most ignorant human beings we have. These are the educated fools we have in our country, because they ought to know that the Constitution gives every Kenyan the right to demonstrate, to picket, peaceably. So they are actually failing. These people do not believe in the Constitution. And I think for us, we need to continue this fight for whatever it takes. And let me tell you, you guys, you have the advantage of time and age. Just need to look after yourself. Be sure that you speak the same. Make sure the same message goes down as frequently as possible. And yes, I want to agree. You cannot relent at this stage. The pressure must be built. The pressure must be on. Because the truth for the matter is, the country is governed in a very bad way. Actually, there is no governance in Kenya today. There is only looting. And I will repeat what I've said in other spaces. If you deconstruct the people holding our public offices today, what success story can you actually identify them with? Including the person of the president in William Ruto. From 1997, actually from 1992, Youth for Kanu 1992, 1997 to be the longest elected politician in the history of Kenya. What success story can you identify him with other than scandals and all the negativities around land grabbing and all that? So long as we still have somebody like that, who is assembling a cartel of people in the government, we cannot give up. And let me tell you, for some of us, me and my age right now, like I keep saying, I have nothing to fear. The only thing standing between me and life right now is death, and that death can happen anytime. To me, even to William Ruto himself, and to some of his leaders, even to the police officer, to the Inspector General of Police, who unleashed those police officers to the peaceful demonstrators today. That thing can happen anytime. Nobody lives forever. It will happen. So I will only say to you guys, we need to still keep pushing. Right now, thanks to technology, we no longer don't need physical political rallies. This is our political rally right here. And we are speaking to each other. We are speaking to everybody. But let's go a step further. I want to just make a suggestion to you. We should no longer be talking about civic education, because we have had civic education for the longest time. I want us to talk about political education. How are political decisions being made? Who is making those decisions? And then we go after those people and how those decisions are being made. We need to be politically active. I will still emphasize again, as I have done in other fora, please offer yourself for leadership of this Kenya. You are capable. Let nobody discourage you. If you look at some of the people today who are our leaders, honestly, compared to you guys here, compared to all of us who are in these spaces, they are nothing. All they are actually doing, they cannot even read a simple piece of legislation. So I think the worst we could do to ourselves is to give up. Let's not give up. We've already suffered enough. People have been killed. And I think even for the blood of our departed comrades, for compatriots, we must do something about changing this country. Otherwise, I want to yield the mic and listen to some more speakers. Thank you, Jelani.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ekuru. You're right. Young people need to start offering themselves up for these leadership positions.
Me, I was born in a family that has these politicians. The governor of Vihiga County has married the sister to my mother. But there is no day you'll get me going to that man to tell him, Dr. Wilberforce, help me. That is bullshit. I sit down, fix my shit, and I come out. My aunt has been in this government as a permanent secretary or principal secretary for the Uhuru government since when Uhuru was sworn in, 2013 to 2023. 2022, and there is no single day I went to that woman and told her, I need this and this and that. Why? Because I still feel whatever way that this country is being led is in a wrong way. It's in a wrong manner. And I want this country to succeed. So let us fight for our nation. Let us come out in numbers. Go out there and fight for our nation. I saw Wanjigi Leo in the streets. He was there. We were tear gas there. And after that, he got into his car and left. But he was intercepted somewhere because he is also a target. Apparently, everyone is a target because they are afraid that people are financing this mandamano. Anyway, as I wind up, I'll tell you people, let us stop being cowards. Let us stop being fools. And let us stop being hypocrites. Let's get out and fight for our country. This is the right time. Let us not give up. Personally, I'm not giving up. Thank you.